America 250 celebrations in the nation's capital getting a boost from the EPA and their cleanup of the 240 million gallons of wastewater that spilled into the Potomac River. Lee Zeldin, EPA administrator, is here now to share the big update. So we thought we were going to be like Paris with the Olympics when they suddenly discovered that the Seine River was polluted with fecal coliform. This is good news. And in time to rename the Potomac River the Potomac River.
Right.
So what'd you get done?
Well, great news. So the first thing, as soon as the D.C. mayor had contacted the president in the White House, asked for help, the president signed an emergency declaration right away. He made EPA the lead agency, worked with Army Corps, National Park Service, other federal partners. By mid-March, we completed the Potomac Interceptor fix. Then after that, we moved to remediation. The goal was to get remediation done before America 250 events. Great news as we sit here this afternoon, today, as of this afternoon, we are done with the federal response. And that was a multi-step process. It was everything from the sampling on the soil and the water to removing contaminated soil, all that sewage impacted soil. We covered the contaminated soil with seed mix. We did erosion control blankets on top of it. We were clearing out fallen trees and brush and debris. We flushed out the C&O Canal using fresh water from the Potomac. And all that's left right now is a small area that DC Water is going to have completed by the end of May, or the end of this month, between locks 10 and 11 of the C&O Canal, doing soil remediation. So well ahead of schedule for America 250 events. This is what we call Trump speed in the administration.
Well, we've heard President Trump give you, Administrator Zeldin, a lot of credit for what you're doing. I mean, this is obviously a huge... this was a huge thing for you. Are you confident that this is going to be lasting?
Absolutely, I do, because the sampling that we're doing, the numbers that are coming back have shown massive improvement. We're very encouraged by the way the sampling has looked over the course of the last few weeks. And I'll tell you, the professionals between EPA and Army Corps and the National Park Service and more really have dedicated themselves to this effort day in, day out. Getting the stuff done ahead of timeline. That mid-March fix of the Potomac Interceptor was a week ahead of schedule, and the completion of the environmental remediation is now months before the America 250 events.
You know, one thing about being the EPA administrator is that you often find yourself in the bullseye, as you did in recent days when you were confronted by Rosa DeLauro, your former Congresswoman colleague, from the great state of New York. This was at a subcommittee hearing, which usually doesn't make a lot of news, but this moment went viral. Watch here.
No, but you don't have, excuse me, you do not have the right to say climate change does not exist, that it's a hoax, and that's where this administration is coming from.
I understand you're upset that you don't know what Loper Bright is. Do you know what the major policies doctrine is?
I'm upset because...
Do you know what the major policies doctrine is?
You know what, let me just
You're a member of Congress. You should know. I don't know what the question was. You're holding up a cup saying glyphosate.
You know...
Don't drink it. Don't inject it.
Maybe you should try doing that.
Ooh, she suggested you drink weed killer. Got a little nasty there. But, I mean, this was about climate change and whether or not the EPA had the legal latitude to do what she was thinking that you should be able to do about it. But you cited chapter and verse with the law to say, look, we're just operating under the tenets of Supreme Court decisions. So, Congressman, maybe you should read in on what the law is.
Yeah, exactly. There was a recent announcement with President Trump at the White House to rescind the 2009 endangerment finding all greenhouse gas emission standards on light, medium, and heavy-duty vehicles. And this former chair of the House Appropriations Committee, who wants to be the next chair of the House Appropriations Committee, was asking, why did you do it? Well, we have to follow the law. Section 202 of the Clean Air Act doesn't say anything about fighting global climate change. And I realized that she was asking me this question, but she hadn't actually read the law. Yeah. And I have to follow the best reading of the law. That comes from a Supreme Court decision recently called Loper Bright, overturning the Chevron doctrine. The way it used to be is that an agency head can look at the law, say, well, this law doesn't say I can't, so I guess that means I can. That's the way it used to be. You can't do that anymore. And the major questions doctrine in West Virginia versus EPA, this makes a whole lot of sense too, is that if you're going to be imposing trillions of dollars of regulation, how about those elected members of Congress have a debate and a vote? Too often, they lack the will, they lack the votes, they want to punt. They call their friends down the street running agencies and say, why don't you just do that without us changing the law? Supreme Court says you can't do that anymore.
Right.
Wow. Administrator Zeldin, always great to have you on. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Looking forward to the 4th of July on the Potomac.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.